This is a review of the MIU Color Portable Mini Bed Light. It's an LED reading light and also can be used for a baby night light. Inside of the box you'll find the light itself, you'll find a brief instruction manual, and this is the charging cable that's 60 inches long. One end is a standard USB connector and the other end down here is a mini USB connector. First thing you want to do is charge the batteries after you insert them. Here you see a USB port, the mini USB port that you use the cable to charge. You can also operate this and run it on a 5-volt DC plug adapter. Note that the plug adapter does not come with the unit. You plug the charging cable in and attach it to a source. The LED will be red when charging and green when fully charged. As you can see now, it's green. The light does come with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery that you have to insert. You have to remove the battery cover, which is really pretty tough to get off, but it does come off. Just take your time. Remove the lithium-ion battery. You can put 4 AAA batteries in here. They can be standard alkaline type cells, or they can be recharged. If you have alkaline batteries in there or metal hydroxide batteries, I would not use the charging cable to charge them. I would charge them externally, and of course you can't charge alkaline batteries at all. Back here you see a push button. When you first press it, the LED lamp will come on at full power, which is 100 lumens, which is quite bright. That's good for reading light. If you press it a second time, it will quickly dim down to a lower level, which is good for a night light. In addition, if you touch this button here, it puts the light on a timer that it will shut off in 60 minutes. Looking at the side here, you'll see a little latch here on the back. You pull this latch out and this plate will come down and allow you to adjust the different thicknesses you want to put this on. You can put this onto a bed, and this little spring plate here will apply pressure to the bed to clamp it tightly into place. You can mount this to a bed, to like the head of a bed. You can mount it to a shelf, for example, and use it as a night light. You can see this little curve here. It's even designed to be mounted on rail beds. This surface here is soft, and there's a soft rubber pad here to protect the bed. The top of the light can lift up. It can also be rotated around. So depending on how you hang it, if you put it on a shelf, for example, hang it on a shelf, you can aim it down, you can aim it up, pointing down this way. If you mount it on a bed, you can mount it. You can actually tilt it towards the reader to have a perfect angle for reading. In order to turn on the light, you want to press this top button, and the first time you press it, it comes on, and it's actually quite bright. It'll actually overwhelm the camera. If you press this again, it'll slowly fade to a night light type of status. LED has a reflector over it, which gives you a light diffusion of the light. It creates a soft white light that's good for reading. You can see this lamp installed in one of our guest bedrooms on the back of a headboard, and you can see the light is the nice brightness for a reading lamp. It is adjustable. It can be tilted, and it can be turned up to aim anywhere you want to put it. If you have a small child spend the night, like a grandchild, you can actually move this over to the edge of the bed, for example, press it a second time, and it makes a nice little night light. And you can press the second button, and the timer turns red here. You can see it on the back, and that means in 60 minutes, the LED light will go off while the child's asleep. In addition, you can take this light when you're done with it for the evening, you're through reading. If you want, just press the button, turn it off, and close it down. You can see we're in a dark room, and we have the light on the high beam. The camera actually doesn't do it justice. This is really a nice soft light, excellent for reading, and it lights up quite a large area with a soft, even light. Also ideal for emergencies, for example. You have it on the back of your bed, but if you have a power failure and you have to go downstairs and don't have a flashlight, you can easily remove it from the back of the bed, take it with you, and it's quite bright. It would do quite well for that. It's also ideal to take camping, for example. You saw me point out this little curved area. You could take this into a tent and clip it to a tent pole, for example, and have a nice light inside the tent. You can see in the dark room that the light's set on the dim mode. You can see a flicker on the light, but to the human eye you don't see that. That's because it's using a frequency to modulate the light source to make it dimmer but the human eye can't see it because it's flickering too fast. It makes a nice night light area that would keep a room bright enough to allow a child to go to sleep. Yeah, I have the light turned around and completely flipped over facing up. This would be nice to sit outside on the deck while you're out there with friends talking if you want to have a little light, just to see each other and enjoy the company. If it's too bright for you, you can push the button and take it down to the dim mode just to provide a small amount of light. We happen to be in a room that's fairly small, but it lights up the entire room. Set this up as that little table light. You would just flip it up, rotate it, and flip it back down. The light has a beam angle of 55 degrees. Point out that this clamp that is used to clamp it onto headboards of beds can fit headboards that are 0.6 inches thick all the way up to 2.16 inches thick. That allows you to click it onto a thick headboard or a shelf, for example. Overall, I like this product a lot. I think it would be handy for a night light for a bed or for a guest room or your child's room to read in if they want to. This product to me is a 5-star product. It met its expectations and worked well. It came with all the accessories you need. You can charge the device with a computer, with any AC wall plug you have, or you might even have a 5-volt charger laying around that you can use. You can also use flashlight batteries, so it's very versatile. This review is done by JJ CEO. I'd like to tell you I've received a sample for test and evaluation, and I promise to give a fair and honest review.